Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot how awkward this is. Oh my god, I'm actually nervous right now. Why? It's only me in my bedroom. Nobody talks about how hard it is to like concise all of your thoughts and say them like properly in order. Does that make sense? Hi, I'm Kapaholic. Welcome to my first video ever. Not really, but really. I just like can't believe I'm finally doing this. All day today, I've just been thinking about like, what should I do? What should I talk about? What do I need to order off Amazon? But then I realized I have everything I need. I'm just gonna do it right now. So here we are. I've spent so much time thinking about like what I wanted my first video to be. I really didn't want to do like a Q&A, basic. I just thought that I was just gonna do like a regular like intro video and just talk about like why I'm making this channel and what are my reasons of what's been going on in my life. Because a lot of things are going on in my life. Okay, but first of all, I just can't really believe that I'm really doing this. I feel like not a lot of people know this, but I always wanted to have my own channel. I always wanted to like make videos. I just always love being in front of the camera. I have been wanting to do this. I just feel like it's because I grew up with the internet. I grew up with YouTube. Like the earliest memories that I have of YouTube is me honestly being like 8 years old. That was like the only thing I really did on the weekends. Like before I started doing track, I would always watch like Michelle Phan, Jenna Marbles, Shane Dawson, PewDiePie. I would spend like hours and hours and hours and hours, like my whole entire morning just watching YouTube. I've been doing a lot of reflecting because I think it's really important to have a really strong why if you're planning on doing something like this. Like mentally ready, being the right kind of person, do like that was really important. I just felt like a lot of things needed to happen to me in order for me to be ready for this moment, if that makes sense. And on top of that all, I just really felt like I need to have the right reasons to start this channel, and I just wanted to really like find out like what I wanted to bring into the world, what parts of myself I wanted to be public on the internet. If you asked me like a year or two ago, I probably would have told you like, yeah, I want to blow up, blah blah blah, I want to be famous, I want to be rich, I want to do this and that. That's not what I'm sitting here today to do. Like I could honestly care less. I just really want to do it for me. I was always a person that would go on the internet. I would go on YouTube specifically to like find out if there was somebody that was going through the same thing as me when I was struggling with something. Would go on YouTube to search for advice with track, with being an international student, with like transitioning out of college. I kind of wanted to be that person and like document my experiences and just see like what happens, just have fun with it. And I just always like really enjoyed being in front of the camera, doing like crazy fun stuff. Like I did a podcast with one of my best friends, so like I've had some co-stars before. I've definitely shared the spotlight, but I'm ready for it just to be me. Like I'm ready to just be the main star of this show. You get what I'm saying? My toilet. Okay. So yeah, it was really hard for me to make a decision whether or not I actually like wanted to make this channel, because like a huge part of my identity was track. I'm finishing track this year. I kind of felt like it might have been a little bit too late for me to start, but then I was like, who cares? Like, just start it. Like, what? Like, I wanted to just document my last year being in college, being with all my teammates, because like I literally love them. To do like vlogs, talk about topics that not a lot of people talk about in this industry. The type of decisions that I had to make when I was like 17 years old, moving to a whole different country on my own, and what that was like. Making decisions if you even want to go to D1 school and what goes into that and what there is to expect, because when I started I had absolutely no idea that it was going to be like this. I also really wanted to just document my experience, seeing what happens to me like after I finish college and after I finish athletics, because I feel like it's going to be a really scary, interesting journey, like seeing like what happens to me when I'm done track, because I've been doing track for like over a decade and it's been a part of my life and I've spent so much time like doing it, and it's so competitive and I like always want to be the best at everything. So when I was doing my podcast like 2 years ago about the same type of thing that I'm doing now, I was getting a lot of feedback and a lot of people were opening up to me about their problems about being a D1 athlete. Like they were feeling hurt about the topics that I was talking about. So I'm really interested in starting it again. About being like a female in this, and being Canadian, and what it's like living in America, and like culture shock, and being in Iowa for 5 years, and just talking about what that's like. Because when I first moved here, and also talking about things like what it's actually like being on a D1 track team, or being on any team, just being in a competitive environment in general, or what it's like just giving your 100% effort day in, day out, and how that can be like really exhausting. You're working with people every day who have insanely big, crazy egos, and that can be a great, amazing, fun thing, but it can also be a really scary, sad, like scary. There's a reason why I said scary twice. And just navigating through those type of things, like discussing like what jealousy is and like what it can turn into. Just because, like, let's say your best friend, you love her so much, but then she's beating you every day. Like, some people can't deal with those kind of emotions. What are you gonna do if your bestie is in the way of you making a travel roster? The person that takes your spot when you're trying to score at a big meet. What if you end up being the star on your team and all your teammates are feeling some type of way because they want to be that? So I feel like talking about those hard topics. I'm a senior now and I feel like I have a really good experience on like those type of things. I just feel like I can help with that. That's another reason why I want to make this channel. There are a lot of things that can be said about the whole D1 experience besides like what's in my bag, day in the life, pre-meet vlog, travel vlog. I feel like there can be more than just that, you know? Or even just like what happens like when you become a D1 athlete. Your entire like lifestyle just completely just changes, and your whole entire life is centered around the sport that you do. A lot of people undermine that and they don't really fully understand like how much you actually have to dedicate yourself to that sport. High school versus college is so different. There were a lot of things that I personally had to change about my life in order to not quit the team and like continue doing track. Things that you were doing in high school is not what's gonna make you successful in college. And it can be ranging through all different types of things. Your diet, who you hang out with, how you handle a loss. It can be really scary, and there are a lot of scary times and moments where you honestly feel like you can't do it anymore. Your whole entire world is crashing down, your life is over. And I know that's like pretty dramatic, but that's what it feels like, because that's literally what your life is. That I use that information to help like the younger people on my team. Also, part of the reason why I came back as a 5th year, I fully know what it's like being a freshman. You kind of just don't know. You don't know how to maneuver through this type of, I guess, environment? I don't know. Because everybody goes into college, they want to be the best. They want to be the star. Their egos are huge because they were, they were the big fish in the little pond. I can probably count a million times that somebody has said that to me. Oh, you're a big fish in a little pond, now you're a little fish in the ocean. Like, oh my god, that should be the slogan of like the NCAA. But yeah, I definitely want to talk a lot about track, but I'm also going to try to do things like outside of track. Like I said, I'm finishing track this year, and like that's not going to be my life forever. I'm kind of exploring. This is me exploring. I'm just exploring like different things, different endeavors, like finding different hobbies. Like this is gonna be a hobby that I do. I just had a meet yesterday. I literally did hurdles, 60 hurdles. Then 10 minutes after that, I did the 60-meter dash, and went to my training room, got treatment, did the hurdle final, did the 60-meter final, like right after, like back to back again, and then waited like an hour and a half, and then I did the 4x4. Like, what? I'm so tired today. Like, in conclusion, I just wanted to spice up my last year track, document along the way, hang out, have fun, and just see where this goes. I have a really good feeling about this, so yeah. But yeah, I plan on posting videos like weekly or every other week. I'm really gonna try to do every week though, because I really want to be consistent. I feel like if I can put any effort towards anything else which is equivalent to the effort that I put into track, I can do anything. I can conquer the world basically. Yeah, new videos every week. It might be a little bit hard because I'm in season right now and we're traveling and we're doing this and that, we're going in and out, whatever. Follow my Instagram and TikTok, like and subscribe, share this video. I would love it if you could support me on my journey, because it'll be really fun. You won't regret it. So